Hello, my fellow sexy Scorpios. I am Sachi the Scorpio. Thank you for tuning back into my channel. I want to let you know that I just really want to go straight to it because I can already tell that everything is going to be very heavy for this. This is a love, sex, and romance tarot spread for the Sagittarius full moon to the Capricorn full moon, which just happened yesterday for the partial lunar eclipse in Capricorn. And I am very sorry that this spread is happening retroactively, but I do believe that it brings a certain amount of insight that all the other signs did not receive. There was a reason why there was stagnation on my part for this, and now I'm recognizing this. I have a feeling that the energy is extremely heavy only because of what happened in the pre-shuffle. Also, I will let you know that the clarifiers for the light and the shadow, they were kept in different boxes when I opened them up, and my closing rituals for my tarot cards are very specific, and I do not make mistakes in that way. So the fact that they somehow ended up in a different box puzzles me. So what it meant to me is that it's going to be the same type of spread. 3 cards for the light, 3 cards for the shadow, 3 cards for the connective. But I'm going to look at the connective in the light of the shadow and in the shadow of the light. So you're going to be getting a different kind of reading that none of the other signs got. And this is retroactive, but I can already tell it's going to be pretty significant. And because the lunar eclipse just happened in Capricorn last night, which, by the way, we have Saturn and Pluto transiting through Capricorn, or retrograding in Capricorn. There's a lot of energy of Saturn being like daddy and ruler of time and ruler of work and what you put your earthly means into. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Going through Capricorn, so Saturn is at home in Capricorn, and retrograding, it's a lot of like losing these sorts of ideals and understanding the implications of where you want to put your work into, where you want to put your daddy energy into. With Pluto retrograding there, we have like the death of the patriarchy is a theme of what's happening there. We also have death and rebirth energy, transformational energy, but also because it's retrograding, there is a certain amount of energy that is bringing past toxicity back to you. So things that you thought were dead might be coming back. So I'm going to tell you, with this deck, the main deck, during the pre-shuffle, I had the King of Earth pop up. So someone is coming back from the background. It's no wonder with all the retrograde energy, especially with Mercury in retrograde, like someone who you thought was... It's not that you thought they were gone, but you weren't really sure how they felt. They've been prodding you with a stick to see if you're still emotionally involved, and you have one finger dipped in the emotional waters about this. Okay, for the shadow deck, which will clarify the light in this reading, 2 cards popped out. We have the Fool and the Death card, both major arcana. Okay, so Fool, starting over, new beginning. Death, allowing death to allow rebirth. Okay, and for the light deck, the light clarifying deck, which will clarify the shadow aspect, we had quite a mini pop out. So I do like a pretty extensive shuffling ritual. The first time I had the Empress and the Hierophant pop out. So divine feminine being in question by the Hierophant, someone who is being demanding, divine authority of rules, rules, rules. Also the Ace of Cups in reverse, so not feeling emotionally fulfilled about something and not fully giving yourself emotionally to a certain situation. And then continuing shuffling, I had the Death card and the Hierophant pop out. So once again, death and rebirth, transformational energy and Hierophant, some sort of like, and because the light aspect is going to clarify the shadow, or the light deck is going to clarify the shadow, there's some sort of aspect of like dominating a male whose word is law by divine right, quote unquote. Okay, so let's get started. I don't want to ramble on forever. I know this is going to be really heavy, so please brace yourself. And this is not what I intended for you, Scorpio, or myself, but this is the way that it's going to work for you. I'm sorry it's retroactive, and it's probably good that it's this way because I can already tell it's going to be very, very heavy. Okay. So, last shuffle. Please show me sex, love, and relationship for Scorpio for the Sagittarius to Capricorn full moon lunar cycle, including the energy that reverberates for the lunar eclipse in Capricorn that just happened. Please. Alright, I'm going to pull 3 for the light and 3 for the shadow, and then we're going to talk about them. Okay. So, for the light, we have the Devil in reverse. Oh, sorry. The Devil in reverse, which is a Capricorn card. We have the Ten of Earth. And we have the Knight of Water. For the shadow, I will also tell you before this, I'm still dealing with a difficult Virgo and have a new Sagittarius in my life. So if that bleeds into the spread, I apologize, but I just want to let you know if what the message is about that doesn't resonate. Know that that's kind of where it's coming from if it's bleeding. Okay. All right. For the shadow, we have the World, Saturn, Capricorn, and we have the Six of Air, and we have the King of Air. So it looks like for the light aspect of what's been going on is that you're not karmically or physically or emotionally tied to anybody right now. Like, whatever bonds have happened in the past, it's not that they're non-existent, but they've diminished to the point that you're kind of just like doing your own thing and enjoying yourself for the most part. And you're fine being in your own emotional waters, is what I want to say. And for the shadow aspect, you've been taking control of a lot of things, but also possibly topping / doming, I want to say. But there's some sort of aspect of being like open to all and communication for all, and being a master of this communication energy that's like bringing you some shadow energy. So with the Devil in reverse here, this is like a Capricorn energy in reverse. So it's possible that you're dealing with a Capricorn where their energy is, you know, topsy-turvy for you. But this is breaking like toxic ties. This is breaking toxic controlling ties and toxic sexual ties. With the Ten of Earth, this is Mercury in Virgo, or Virgo Mercury. So, like, what is being expressed is like boundaries, physicality, physical needs, and such. So, as you can see, you know, she's minding her own business. She's enjoying herself. She's drinking fine wine. She's reading good books. She looks sexy as fuck. And she's not really paying attention to the world around her because she's content with who she is and what she is doing. And that's how you are right now. And I feel like it's because of this like toxic bond that has been broken. And with the Knight of Water, this is being in the emotional waters alone. This is a Pisces card, so could be a Pisces that you're dealing with. It's possible that you've gotten rid of a Capricorn for a Pisces, or whatever your Capricorn placement is in your natal chart, that you're letting your Pisces placement kind of triumph and take over. But this is about like sitting in water that's not really going anywhere, and being in the emotional waters alone, like I said. So could be a one-sided emotional situation, and it's fine. So you could be in a situation where you know someone loves you much more than you love them, or is giving emotionally more towards you than you are to them, which Scorpio is surprising considering how passionate that we are, okay? So, but it could be a situation where you're kind of just like, meh, about the emotional realm. That's what I'm feeling. But it's good. And like you're able to enjoy who you are and enjoy yourself and be in your own world because you're getting rid of this like toxic sexual ties, and you're enjoying this like emotional isolation. I want to say it for me it doesn't feel like isolation, but being comfortable in your own emotional waters about this is kind of how I want to put it. In the shadow with the World, I feel like you taking control of whatever's going on. By the way, this is a Saturn card, so Big Daddy Saturn, Capricorn energy once again, which I was just talking about with this eclipse, considering that Saturn is in Capricorn right now. So it's possible that you've been doming, you've been topping, like anything where you are the one who is riding it. Like you're really on top of things, and you're taking control of what's going on. And honestly, I feel like this can bring you some like energy draining aspect because it's in the shadow. So yeah, you're doing a bunch of shit and you're on top of shit, but it might feel uncomfortable, like you're being drained because you're on top and you're doing all the work, so to speak. With the Six of Air, this is an Aquarius Mercury. So we have Mercury, some big communication energy going on here. So this communication is being open to all. So I feel like there's some sort of Aquarius communication. So Aquarius being like, you know, the alien of the zodiac, or kind of like the outcast, or humanitarian, or one who seeks intellectual pursuits in order to understand the emotional, is what I associate Aquarius with. It's that kind of sort of communication, but there's some communication that has been put on display for all to see. And other people are observing communications that you have, whether this is through social media or maybe, you know, like an email chain that's going on in work. But however you are exposing yourself to the public in terms of communication, and especially because this is Aquarius Mercury, could be themes of social justice and so forth. It's in your shadow. It's in your shadow. And maybe that this is connected. And honestly, I'll tell you, with my social media, that's kind of like what I've been going through is, you know, like doing a lot of work and being on top of things and exposing myself through communication. And I enjoy it, but this is tiresome because it takes a lot of work and energy. And right now it's in my shadow. And it was in this past lunar cycle. So, and the King of Air, Master Manipulator, Master of Communication. This is Aquarius. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Or an air sign in general, perhaps. But, yeah, this is someone who knows exactly what they're saying with their words. You could be dealing with someone who is a master manipulator, master communicator, or this is like what you are doing. And it's possible that through like exposing yourself with this communication, you know what you're doing and you know you're being a manipulator, and it's helping you be on top of things, but it's still in the shadow because it's like uncomfortable. All right, let's look at the connective. To connect the Devil in reverse and the World, we have the Priestess in reverse, the Moon card. What the fuck do you know? Moon in reverse. This eclipse energy in Capricorn with Saturn. Boom. Secrets not being exposed. So whatever like secret aspect was, supposed to be happening or whatever, it did not occur. Okay. So the Priestess in reverse is showing that like the pussy's not exposed. There's some sort of shit that is being hidden. There are still secrets that have not been divulged through this lunar eclipse. There's a lot going on with this lunar eclipse, and yeah, it's right here. Major arcana. I mean, so, and also it could mean that you are uncomfortable looking at your pussy in the mirror right now. Why? I don't know. You tell me, babies. But also on the emotional realm, like, you could be upside down emotionally at the moment, considering that, like, you're breaking these ties to whatever, like, devil energy, Capricorn work energy occurred. Could be that maybe you're slacking at work or whatever, but you're on top of other shit. Like maybe you're not putting in the time and effort you need to into your Capricorn work, but your Saturn work of being on top of things and riding the earth is doing well, but you're in the shadow of that, and it's causing some emotional turmoil where the Priestess is in reverse. All right, connecting the 10 of Earth and the 6 of Air, and in the heart of your reading, we have the Queen of Earth in reverse. Damn. Once again, this is a Capricorn card, so we have some Capricorn energy in reverse once again. Capricorn in reverse. Capricorn in reverse. And so right side up, this indicates like hiding yourself away in order to like figure out the best like physical course of action, so to speak. Like it's hiding away the physicality because you know what, my normal interpretation does not seem fitting with this. I want to say that this is like shooing away the darkness, honestly, in reverse. Because like normally she's just sort of like hiding herself away halfway, but still exposed. But I have a feeling that this means something different. And you know what? This card is not coming to me intuitively, and it's very uncomfortable for me. And I feel like that's very representative of the energy that we just experienced with this lunar eclipse for me and possibly for all of you. And I apologize that I really can't go into depth about this at the moment. I will look for clarifiers, but whatever it is, it's not being coy and it's not hiding yourself away physically. That's really all I can speak about it. This is also the only spiritual card that comes in because it's the only one that shows a deity. So it's possible that your connection with other realms are being interrupted because of the physical world, whether it's your job or concentration on money or physical objects, whatever it may be. But yeah, it's not coming to me exactly what this means, so we'll look for clarifiers later. To connect the Knight of Water and the King of Air, 2 courts. Let's see. We have the Sun in reverse, another major card. So, by the way, in this entire reading, out of 9, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana and 3 court cards. Okay, like I said, this is gonna be heavy, and it is. But anyway, okay, Sun in reverse, like not knowing what draws you in, and I feel like not going towards the light. I feel like a lot of what's been going on has been drawing you into the darkness. I'm not sure exactly what. It might be this master manipulator energy, but there is something that is like stopping you from going to the sun. This is also being very practical in the world. So like you're not going to be flying towards the sun with your wax wings and have them melt. Like you are aware of, you know, what is possible for you and where you can go and what you can do for the time. And clarifying this, I want to say if you've dealt with an Aquarius in this past lunar cycle, they've been in your shadow. If you've dealt with the Pisces, they've been in your positive because they are characters, so to speak. But I want to say whatever like manipulation or control of conversation that's been going on, you haven't been able to go towards like what the light of the situation is, and like you're not able to find the light in the situation because like this person is just, you know, kind of like doing their own thing. No, it's not that they're doing their own thing. They are in your business. They are. You're cutting these ties, but this person's in your business and controlling whatever communication aspect is going on. And it might, it might be because like you've put yourself out there in that way, but you are being practical about, you know, how you're moving towards this, or if you're moving towards this at all, because of the Knight of Water energy, where you feel like you're discovering your own water, you're feeling good in your own emotions, you're discovering your own emotions, and like if you're involved with somebody, which I don't really see here other than maybe this King of Air, I see a lot of solitude here and doing your own thing. Unless the Devil card in reverse is that you are involved with someone sexually, but you're not really emotionally invested in them. So like you might be enjoying yourself, but really like you might be enjoying the relationship, but really you're just enjoying yourself. Okay, because you're like emotionally alone in this. Like you're not really feeding it emotionally, and that's okay. It might be only passion because you're really concentrating on yourself. Anyway, okay, we're going to take a look at clarifying the light, which, like I said, we are going to use the shadow deck for this because that's what my decks told me to do by switching their locations, strangely enough, and the energy that I got when I was shuffling them. So let's clarify the Devil in reverse and the Priestess in reverse. Please clarify the Devil in reverse and the Priestess in reverse for Scorpio for the lunar cycle that just happened, for the Sagittarius full moon to the Capricorn full moon, and all the energy that the Capricorn full moon brings. Wow, it wants to say a lot, and I'm sorry. I did see the moon card, by the way. So once again, secrets. But sorry, that's too much. Please clarify the Devil. Okay, and the Priestess in reverse. Two of Swords, peace in reverse. There's some sort of communication that has not found peace. So I feel like whatever this toxic tie that seems like it might not be broken because like some secret has not been revealed or something has not been exposed about this toxic relationship. There is not peace in this communication through this past lunar cycle and reverberating outwards through the energy that the lunar eclipse in Capricorn that just happened. Okay, please clarify the shadow for the light aspect for the Ten of Earth and the Queen of Earth for Scorpio. Please concentrate on the Queen of Earth. Do I dare, Scorpio? I will do it for you. Hanged Man. Okay, so knowing that I'm going to speed read as not to waste your time or mine. But there was some sort of situation that you had to abandon and realize like there's nowhere else to go. It's the Hanged Man situation. It needs to die and I need to move forward. Like no paths lead from the Hanged Man. Strength in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse, which is interesting because in the speed read for this, Scorpio got the Strength card, which was Libra, like big dick energy. And I feel that big dick energy of like worshiping yourself and doing shit. Like this has big dick energy. Ten of Earth has big dick energy. But anyway, Strength in reverse. So whatever this situation was that you know you need to like abandon and there are no paths leading from it of like, fuck, I'm in this situation. There's nothing I can do about it, which can bring like some anxiety because you can't enact any sort of action towards it, but strength is down about this situation. And the Princess of Dis in reverse, so it's possible that there could be like some financial implications about this of like not ruling your home, not ruling a money situation, not ruling any sort of physical domain thing that's going on right now. And maybe it's because you're living it up like this Ten of Earth and enjoying your physical experience. So it's possible that you're like, you know, like splurging on like good food, good wine, good books, you know, looking sexy and stuff for this Ten of Earth experience, but you're not the Princess of Dis because you're not ruling that physical realm. And the Death card, what do you know? This came up in the shuffle, the pre-shuffle, as I mentioned. So once again, like something needs to die and transform. And I want to say it has to do possibly like with financial situations of like doing your own thing and enjoying yourself, considering that it's a Hanged Man, of knowing like there's nowhere else to go. And it has to do with like being yourself and doing your own thing. And it's definitely possible that it has to do with like physical implications, but definitely energy of things need to die so that they can be reborn. Priestess in reverse, damn, you are not accepting what is being offered to you, and you are not channeling the divine priestess energy, and I'm sorry to say that, and I'm just gonna keep it at that. Ace of Swords in reverse, new communication is not coming through, or communication with somebody has halted could be a Virgo or someone with a Virgo Mercury is what I want to say, but communication, And it's possible that you're not reaching out to people, or that you're not responding to people who are reaching out to you because of this 10 of Earth energy of like keeping to yourself and, you know, doing whatever the fuck you want to do and working on yourself. And Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, which I told you I was dealing with the Sagittarius. So that's kind of what I want to say. It's possible Sagittarius has been coming into your life. If it's not a Sagittarius, you have a sexual explorer who is not serious about commitment. Okay, whether that's you being that sexual explorer or someone else coming into your life. I feel like you're breaking these toxic sexual ties to someone or multiple people in order to possibly sexually explore with other people, but not in any serious way, because you're not getting emotionally involved. You're in the waters alone and you're really just enjoying yourself. But it's possible that you've been like dabbling with some sexual energy. All right, let's see. To connect the Knight of Water and the Sun in reverse, please clarify for Scorpio what the Knight of Water in reverse, the Knight of Water and the Sun in reverse means. Please clarify for Scorpio, what does it mean? This is the one that wants to come out. And Two of Pentacles, change. So I want to say, like, you're not going towards passion, you're going towards emotion. That's like the change, because I feel like usually you go towards passion and not, you definitely go towards emotion. Don't get me wrong, don't misunderstand me, but I feel like you're fine being in emotional solitude because you're not necessarily going towards like a passionate thing. But also, because it's Two of Pentacles, there is some aspect of like the physical world, money, you know, financial situation, home stability. There's some sort of change in your physical world that is going on, which is the shadow of your positivity. And could also indicate some like dream realm stuff, considering that this is the card of discovering benzene rings. Okay, let's clarify the Priestess in reverse and the World. Please clarify the Priestess in reverse and the World for Scorpio. All right, we have the 10 of Wands in reverse and the 9 of Swords. Damn. Okay, so whatever this is, and this is the light aspect, clarifying the shadow. So you're thinking a lot about this and it's haunting you. So there's like some reoccurring mantra about you being on top of shit, but also secrets that are not being divulged. Or something that stays hidden. It's really running through your mind and it's bothering you. And this is not necessarily a cumbersome load for you to deal with. It's also possible that people have left this situation. But I feel like this isn't a big load for you and for the heart, but this is a big load for you in your mind. I hope that makes sense. All right, please clarify the Queen of Earth. Oh, and the Six of Air. And yeah, yikes. 10 of Air and Death card. Once again, Death came out. And this came up in the pre-shuffle as well. So once again, we have Death here and Death here. Right here. Death. Death, death. So whatever this shit is, it needs to die and be reborn, and whatever this communication is. So I feel like you've exposed yourself to a certain extent, and like, you know, the situation is dead, like the communication is done. It's possible that you've been stabbed in the back, you know, like this card says, but I feel like you have cut off communication about whatever you have opened yourself up to in terms of communication, and because like you're done with it, you're ready for it to die and be transformed. And that's why you're the Queen of Earth in reverse. Like, you're not hiding shit, you're not hiding yourself, you know, like you're just fucking ready for this to be over. In the physical world, you're fucking done. Damn, Scorpio. Okay, please clarify the Sun and the King of Air for Scorpio. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Damn, sorry, babies. So, yeah, sorry for myself as well. So, whatever, like, communication, manipulation, situation that you're dealing with, that we are dealing with, like, whatever you're not going towards the Sun, you're not going towards the light, it is causing the Wheel of Fortune to be in reverse, for things not to go in your favor. So I feel like because you are concentrated on the darkness and you're using your words to channel darkness, you are not bringing good fortune towards you. Okay? Holy fuck, Scorpio. I told you it was going to be big. This was a super heavy read, and I'm sorry it was so late, like I said before, but whew. This doesn't even feel like a love spread. This feels like a general tarot reading, which honestly I was like concentrating on before I started, but let's see what your angels have to say about the love oracle. What do Scorpio's angels have to say about love, sex, and romance? Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to speed read these babies because I know I'm already taking up a lot of time. In true love, you want what is best for the other person. In romantic love, you only want the other person. Right? Deal with yourself. Someone wanted you, and it's good that you've cut them out. Any time not spent in love is wasted. Quit this, like, manipulation energy of not going towards the light, because you're not spending time in love, and it's wasting your time. Love will die if held too tightly. Love will fly if held too lightly. Be careful of the adjustment. I'm sorry I'm not going in depth about this. Why are the phrases goodbye, I'm sorry, and I love you so easy to pronounce, yet so hard to say? I feel like you're dealing with someone who is unable to say one of these three phrases. If you never have a broken heart, you'll never truly learn to love. Damn, well, I feel like you definitely know how to love, and you know what a broken heart is like. So, anyway, Scorpio, sorry for cutting this off. This is the lunar eclipse energy and what it does to me. But I will see you for the speed read for all signs, and then again for the next lunar cycle. I love you, my babies. Good luck to us all. Mwah.